He was the king of pop, the most famous man on earth, the icon who changed music, dance, and entertainment forever. But behind the lights, the fame, and the moonwalk, there was another story darker, deeper, and far more tragic than anyone could imagine. This is the untold truth about Michael Jackson, the genius, the man, the myth, and the shocking secret that followed him to his grave. He was born in Gary, Indiana, in 1958, the seventh child in a working-class family who had no idea that their boy, little Michael, would one day be worshipped by billions. By age 5, he was already performing in small bars with his brothers as the Jackson 5. By 10, he was topping charts. And by 21, he had become a global phenomenon. With Thriller, Michael didn't just break records, he destroyed them. It became the best-selling album in history, earning him the title the King of Pop. Every step he took became a revolution in entertainment, every move a masterpiece. But behind the flawless smile was a perfectionist obsessed with control and haunted by pain. His father, Joe Jackson, ruled with iron discipline. Beatings were routine. Perfection was demanded. Michael would later confess, "I loved my father, but he scared me to death." That fear shaped him, drove him to greatness, and destroyed his peace forever. As Michael grew older, the world watched him change, not just musically, but physically. His skin lightened. His face became more angular. His voice softer. The media mocked him, calling him a freak, a ghost, a monster. But behind that transformation was a painful truth. Michael suffered from vitiligo, a skin condition that destroys pigment. He also had lupus, an autoimmune disease that caused chronic pain and scarring. To cover it up, he used makeup. To survive the pain, he relied on medication. Yet the world didn't see that. They only saw a man who seemed to be disappearing before their eyes piece by piece. His obsession with youth, his Neverland ranch filled with amusement rides and animals, his constant surgeries, all became symbols of a man trying to escape time, trauma, and loneliness. He once said in an interview, "I never had a childhood, so I created one." But that childlike escape would soon become the weapon the world used against him. In 1993, the first accusations arrived, claims that Michael Jackson had molested a 13-year-old boy named Jordan Chandler. The story hit like an atomic bomb. Headlines screamed. Fans cried. Critics celebrated. Michael denied everything. But the damage was done. He settled the case out of court for $23 million, not an admission of guilt, but an attempt to end the nightmare. Yet for many, that decision only deepened suspicion. Years later, in 2003, it happened again. New accusations. A raid on Neverland. A trial broadcast to the entire planet. But in 2005, after months of testimony and humiliation, Michael was acquitted on all charges. Still, the world never looked at him the same. Friends say that after the trial, Michael was never the same man again. He withdrew from public life. His finances crumbled. His health deteriorated. The King of Pop was now a prisoner of paranoia, depression, and painkillers. To keep performing, to silence the pain, Michael relied on a dangerous mix of sedatives and painkillers, including propofol, a powerful anesthetic meant only for surgeries. His personal doctor, Conrad Murray, administered it nightly so Michael could sleep. But propofol isn't a sleeping aid, it's a drug that shuts down your nervous system. And one night, it shut down his heart. June 25th, 2009, 12:21 p.m. Los Angeles time. Paramedics found Michael unresponsive in his mansion on North Carolwood Drive. At 2:26 p.m., the King of Pop was pronounced dead. Age 50. The world stopped. Fans collapsed in tears. Twitter crashed. And the headlines screamed the question that still haunts the world today. What really happened to Michael Jackson? The autopsy revealed what many feared. A body ravaged by years of medication. Traces of propofol, benzodiazepines, and painkillers. A heart that simply couldn't take it anymore. But deeper investigations revealed something darker: pressure. In his final months, Michael was preparing for a massive comeback tour. This is it. 50 shows. Tens of millions on the line. His managers, promoters, and creditors all demanding the impossible from a man who was already breaking. Sleep-deprived, malnourished, anxious, addicted. Michael wasn't living anymore, he was surviving. The final secret wasn't a conspiracy or a hidden truth about his death. It was this: the world that worshipped him was the same world that killed him. Every headline, every accusation, every late-night joke, they chipped away at the boy from Gary, Indiana, until there was nothing left but a legend wrapped in pain. Even in death, Michael Jackson remains one of the most profitable artists in history. His estate has earned over $2 billion since 2009. His songs still dominate streaming charts. His dance moves inspire generations. But his story is also a warning about fame, exploitation, and the cost of being loved by billions but understood by no one. Michael Jackson wanted to heal the world. Instead, the world broke him. And maybe that's the final secret. He wanted to change the world, but the world wasn't ready to change for him. This was Michael Jackson, the king who gave everything until there was nothing left to give. Michael Jackson's story isn't just about fame, talent, or tragedy. It's about the dangerous price of perfection and the unbearable weight of being loved by the entire world. He wasn't just a pop star. He was a mirror reflecting our obsession with beauty, youth, and immortality. And in chasing our love, he lost himself in the very spotlight that made him a legend. Even now, years after his death, his shadow still dances across every stage, every music video, every artist who ever dared to dream big. Because no matter what you believe, the scandals, the rumors, the conspiracies, one thing remains certain: there will never be another Michael Jackson. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Your support tells YouTube that stories like this matter and helps us keep bringing the truth behind the spotlight. And if you want to go one step further, click the Super Thanks button. It's a small gesture that helps us keep uncovering the untold stories others are too afraid to tell. If you can't, that's totally fine. Just drop a comment below and tell us, what shocked you the most about Michael Jackson's final days? Because the truth is, we all watched him rise. We all watched him fall. But only now are we beginning to understand the man behind the music and the price of being the king.